First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. And there's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Say, Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, is about that life. All the way about that life. Just had to do my little post-fight thoughts on him. You're getting better, bro. Just gonna start off with that. You're definitely getting better. I seen a huge improvement. How good is Keyshawn Davis? That's a hell of a question at this point. What you got, 9 fights? Real quick, Kambosos versus Maxie Hughes. I thought it was a decent, somewhat fight. It was an okay fight. I think the southpaw position of Maxie Hughes really gave Kambosos a lot of trouble. Also, he wasn't throwing the overhand right. He was throwing the straight right, but he wasn't really throwing the overhand right. That's really his money punch. But he caught him with some good shots. Maxie Hughes had pretty decent defense. He kind of kept him at bay. I don't know. To me, it was a toss-up fight. A lot of people say Maxie Hughes won, but in my opinion, Maxie Hughes didn't throw a lot of punches either. I don't know. It was a decent fight. It was a decent fight. It wasn't nothing worth. It was an okay fight. Kambosos. I'm just not gonna get into this shit because a lot of people try to shit on Kambosos to try to discredit Devin beating them twice. Now, if anything, them 2 ass whoopings by Devin took a lot out of him. But no, I've seen Kambosos fight much better, especially when he fought T.O. A lot of people keep trying to throw in that, try to act like T.O. was damn near on death doorstep when he fought Kambosos. No, Kambosos really won that fight. He really won that fight, bro. Outboxed him. Really won that fight, bro. You know, just like I thought Sandor Martin beat T.O., you know. Anyway, so Kambosos, you got some shit to work on. You know, the hand speed was there though. You got hand speed like a motherfucker. You just couldn't land like you wanted to. But anyway, you just got to go back to the drawing board. But when it comes to Keyshawn Davis, bro, I'm just gonna tell you, it's a lot of shit that impressed me. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I underestimated your hand speed. I underestimated your hand speed. Also, I've been complaining about my only critique that when I've been discussing you has been the flat-footedness, and you changed that shit up. That's one of the most impressive things you did. You wasn't flat-footed. You showed you can move. You showed you can box because you know the last couple fights you have been fighting real flat-footed, and I was like, man, that style ain't gonna work on everybody. That style ain't gonna work on everybody. So saying that you can move, saying that you used a lot more agility. Yeah. And like I said, your hands are faster than what I gave them credit for. We all know the power was there. Tell you some more shit. Keyshawn Davis do not gas out. His conditioning is different, bro. He can do that shit all night. Not only that, bro, your punch selection is different, bro. Your punch selection is not no average shit. You don't just throw the left hook. You don't just throw the straight right. You throw uppercuts. You throw all kind of punches, bro. And your counter punches, that's how you drop them with the counter. But I'm telling you, also another thing you do that very few fighters do in boxing, you throw combinations. You mix them up. You throw 2s and 3s and 4s. So the combination, the jab straight right, that shit was beautiful. I'm just gonna tell you, this dude Patera can fight. This dude had over 30 fights, only 3 losses, over 30 fights. Patera, and he came to fight. And another thing, your defense. That's another thing. The two most impressive things to me is your defense and your punch selection. Your punch selection, your defense, and also that you don't gas out. That shit is different because the kind of hard shots you throw, a lot of fighters gas out by the 5th round. You went 10 rounds and wasn't tired at no point in the fight. That shit is real scary. Many fighters gas out, bro. So you don't gas out, and you took some shots from them, but also you caught them. You caught them with your gloves. So another thing about it, you don't get hit flush much. You rarely get hit flush. I know you say you ready, bro, but listen, as a fan, bro, if as a fan, yeah, make the Frank Martin fight, make the Kid Austin fight, bro, make them fights. But if I was your promoter, bro, I just wouldn't do it, bro, because I'm just gonna be honest. At this point, I said it before, and I'm gonna still say it, bro. I got Frank Martin. I got him beating you, bro. I got him beating you because that dude, Frank Martin, been on a high. He been fighting at a higher level, bro. He fighting at a higher level, and he punching at a higher level than what you faced. That dude, Frank Martin, just fought. I'm not saying he would have beat Keyshawn David, but you would have had a tooth in that. That dude would have made you work. He would have really. I can't guarantee that you would have beat that dude Frank Martin just beat. I can't guarantee you would have beat him convincingly. That fight would have been too early for you. So what I'm saying, that dude Frank Martin just fought, the level of competition he's fighting, Michelle Rivera, that'll be a tough fight for you right now. That'll be a tough fight. I can't guarantee. I don't know, bro. A lot of people think just because Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera, he ain't shit. Michelle Rivera can fight. Listen, bro. I'd like to see you against JoJo Diaz. That'll be a good fight for you because he's very tricky with that left. You'll have to watch out for it. That's a tricky fight. Jorge Linares, I don't know about that fight because maybe, but Jorge Linares, that's a tricky fight too. But I think JoJo Diaz will be a damn good fight for you. I'm just gonna say this too. Listen, bro, I'm from Texas and I really like Kid Austin. I think you better, bro. I think you better, but Kid Austin can clip you though. This is the danger of fighting Kid Austin and Frank Martin right now. You ain't faced that kind of speed and power. You haven't faced it, bro. You've been fighting. Let me tell you something. At 9 fights, bro, you got one of the most impressive resumes of a young fighter that I've ever seen at 9 fights. It's impressive, bro, but I'm telling you right now, and I just wish your team tell you, you got to be careful, bro. You got 9 fights, but I'm telling you, it's dudes that's been grinding too. Frank Martin I think he's too dangerous for you right now. And you might beat him. And I'm going to say this. I think you got a higher ceiling than Frank. But Frank better right now. Sometimes it's just like that. I just think Frank is better right now. It's just like with Boots and Spence. Boots and with Spence and Bud. Boots got a chance to be better than Spence and Bud. But right now, he not better than them. And right now, he don't beat Boots or Spence. He don't beat Bud or Spence, in my opinion. Not right now. Maybe in a few more fights. But if they fight right now, I got Spence winning and I got Bud beating Boots. But Boots can be better than both of them. But just not right now, bro. Listen, I think JoJo Diaz will be a perfect fight for you. I think Jermaine Ortiz will be a good fight for you. I don't know. Maybe that Kid Austin fight, maybe that's ready right now. But I'm telling you, Frank Martin next fight need to be Tank. He's on that level. Frank Martin need to fight. Tank need to be his next fight. Frank Martin need to be fighting Tank or Shakur or Devin. Them need to be his only. It ain't nothing else, bro. And I'm finna tell you about the elephant in the room. Ray Martillo. I don't know if you heard of. He's from Cuba, I want to say. Yeah, he's a Cuban. Yeah, definitely a Cuban. One of my favorite prospects, bro. One of my one of my favorite prospects, one of the most slept on prospects, Ray Murtilla. And by the way, he just knocked out Nakatilla, wasn't even a month or two ago. And I was shocked. Knocked him out early. I wish the fight had lasted long because I wanted to see more shit. But he stopped him early in devastating fashion. And by the way, Nakatilla is the fighter that, I'm just going to be honest, bro. When Shakur fought him, in the second round, he caught Shakur with a right hand. And Shakur got on his bike for the rest of that fight. Shakur moved and never stopped moving for the rest of that fight. And I understand it because after that fight, he said, hell no, I wasn't finna stand. And I had to move. That motherfucker hit hard. Nakatilla, that African. Well, Murtilla just stopped him. I'm just going to say this, bro. Murtilla, oh, you definitely ain't ready for him. I'm going to tell you who Ray Murtilla is ready for right now. Ray Murtilla versus Frank Martin would be fireworks. I'm going to tell you who else Ray Murtilla is ready for right now, in my opinion. Ray Murtilla versus Shakur would be a motherfucker. Ray Murtilla versus Shakur would be a good-ass fight. Ray Murtilla versus Shakur, Ray Murtilla versus Frank Martin, them fights right there is different. Them fights right there, because Ray Murtilla is highly skilled, but he got devastating power. Ray Murtilla fell in love with his power, but it could also cost him against a fighter like Shakur. But I'm telling you right now, man, I don't know, but it looked like Shakur might fight Loma. He said some shit about Devin yesterday. I might do a video about it. And he's saying Devin ain't his best at 135. I don't know what Devin gonna do. I don't know what Shakur gonna. But in my opinion, Ray Murtilla is right there at top rank. I like the Loma fight, but I like it, but I wouldn't mind the Ray Murtilla fight either. I wouldn't, because I think Ray Murtilla and Frank Martin are at the same level. I think they at the same. I think they right there neck and neck. Ray Murtilla, Frank Martin, and I think Shakur is a little above them. But either one of them fights it'll be off the chain. But these gang banging ass promoters, they'll say, and some of these robotic ass fans will say, well, Frank Martin with PBC and it's with Top Rank and that fight can't happen. Yeah, but we got Fury versus Wilder, and now we got Cool Boy versus Inouye. That's PBC and Top Rank, bro. Don't let these motherfuckers just fool you and think it. They just can't make shit happen. They do it when they feel like it. That's why we got to demand these fights. I'm telling you, Frank, like I said, I want Frank to fight Tank, and I wouldn't mind Shakur fighting Loma. But if that shit can't happen, I wouldn't mind Frank fighting Shakur or Murtilla. Because them fights right there, and like I said, Keyshawn, listen, bro, maybe you is ready. I don't know. Maybe you will beat Frank Martin, but in my opinion, you got to look at the competition fighters have been fighting, bro. They've been fighting high-level competition. And so, like I said, in 2 years with the proper promotion, like I said, speaking from a promoter stand, from a fan, bro, go on fight Kid Austin, go on fight Frank. But from a promoter standpoint, if I was your promoters, bro, I at least wait 2 more years. I wait 2 more years. I know you say you want a world title shot right now, and I think you good enough. But your ceiling is higher. You could be the face of boxing in 3 years. I already predicted this, bro, in my Andy Cruz video. In the next 3 to 5 years, the biggest fight in boxing, this shit may pass Floyd and Pacquiao. The biggest fight in boxing, because I think Cruz going to be a huge star. And I think Keyshawn Davis is going to be a huge star. That fight could be bigger than Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd, bro. Keyshawn Davis versus Andy Cruz in 3 to 5 years, and it'd probably be at welterweight or super welterweight. After they've dominated for years. I'm telling you right now, them two right there is next up. Keyshawn Davis, but I'm telling you right now, bro, it's happened to several fighters. It happened. I'm trying to think of that fighter that Julio Cesar Chavez fought. Damn. He fought him twice, but in the first fight, damn, what's his name? He had some of the fastest hands ever. Damn, I can't think of his name. You know what I'm talking about. But in the first fight, he was beating the shit out of Julio Cesar Chavez. And Chavez caught him in the 15th round, I want to say. And it was like 5 seconds left or some shit. And that black referee threw the fight and said that KO, and even after he got what's that motherfucker name? He had one of the most highest ceilings of any prospect. I'm telling you, I just can't think of his name. Some of the fastest hands ever. Like I'm saying, that's just an example, bro. When you match fighters up early against some shit like that, he was better than Julio Cesar Chavez, but he wasn't ready for him. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Frank Morton, bro. You can be better than him, but I don't think you're ready for him, bro. This is 903 Bots, and I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.